Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about the hardest boy that there ever once was. Yeah, that didn't come out very well. We're talking about Eijiro Kirishima from the series My Hero Academia, and I feel like I've talked a lot about My Hero on the channel recently, and I apologize for that. I have a Nendoroid review list that I stick to pretty strictly, and he just happened to be next. It just so happens that I made that Amazing Yamaguchi Bakugo video as fast as I could, and I mentioned Amazing Yamaguchi later, so it feels like a lot, but we'll take a break from My Hero after this. Kirishima now is a character that I really like. It's not that I didn't like him before. He was loud and confident and happy, and he was a good character. I just had no reason to really care for him. All that changed though when season 4 came around, and he really proved himself, and just those few episodes of character development really got me to like his character, and I think that's why I love My Hero so much, is that give me a few episodes of a character and I'll probably care about them. The writing, the storytelling, it's always really good. Anyway, taking a look at the box, and it's boring. There's nothing of note here. It's a standard Nendoroid box with, I guess, this nice rustic brick red color that they chose for his background. There's cute poses all around, but nothing really too exciting. It's just a Nendoroid box. Getting him out of the packaging, however, and he looks amazing. The quality is here. The quality that I always expect from Good Small Company is here. The paint is good, the sculpt is good, everything here looks how I thought it would look, and I have really no complaints about the figure itself. I do have a complaint about the character though. This costume is really ridiculous, and it's not something that I noticed until now in 3D figure form. Because sure, in the show it's still goofy, but I feel like it just looks better in the show, and now that I see his weird strap that he has across his chest and this motor-like shoulder pads, it's weird. It also might have to do with his big head. Now Nendoroids, this is the style, but I think the spiky hair of his head makes it look a bit more ridiculous than it really is. I know that's weird, okay? All the Nendoroids look ridiculous, but I don't know, for some reason this one throws me off a little bit. Don't know why, just that's what I'm thinking. And taking a look at accessories, and because he has movable joints, obviously he won't have alternate arms and legs, which is fine for action-oriented Nendoroids. I don't mind this. I do think Nendoroids with joints look better on a shelf. They just look like they're supposed to be in a pose, whereas this one looks more like an action figure, but I don't mind it. Again, it still looks really good. So yeah, talking about accessories, start with his faces, and his first face is just a nice, happy Kirishima smile. And I love the attention to detail on the scar above his right eye. That is wonderful, and it's something that you don't notice in the show unless you know about the scar, because it's there in every scene, and that's just really cool, and I love it that it's on the Nendoroid as well. Getting to his second expression, and his shark teeth are out and about in this smile. Would you call it a smile? It looks kind of like a smile, but under the right lighting it also looks terrifying. The shark teeth, like I've said before, is ridiculous in concept, but always looks good, and I don't know what it is about this, but it actually kind of looks weird here. I don't know why. The fact that his teeth are raised and I could visibly see it growing, protruding from his mouth, I don't know, might be a bit strange. And finally, he comes with a gritted teeth, angry expression for when he's going all out, being the shield for someone else's spear. And this one has to be my favorite, simply because the teeth problem is gone. The teeth look really cool here because of the reason I mentioned before. It just looks like his teeth are really gritted and really out there. And I love that his eyes have the cracking rock design for when he is fully hard. And these all look like him in Nendoroid form. I don't really have much to say about these. They all sort of match the character how I thought they would. I think maybe his open smiling face could have looked better if his teeth were closed like they are in the third faceplate. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with this. His other accessories include a separate front hairpiece to get him into his full hero costume look, and this is always appreciated because having the students both in student form as well as their hero look is my favorite thing about all of these figures, probably. Deku obviously is the only one who doesn't come with his mask in Nendoroid form for both versions. I actually think that this front hair faceplate for Kirishima is far better than his other one, and I think it's because it sort of frames his face better than his other hair. I mentioned this before, his big hair, spiky hair, looks kind of weird. It looks beautiful and the sculpt is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I don't think of him as having this much hair. So when his head's bigger, obviously he's gonna have more hair, and it just throws me off. So this weird dog face guard thing looks pretty cool, and I just like it better on him. So he'll probably stay that way. I also like that it sort of has a shiny metallic look compared to the matte hair, so it kind of gives off the idea that it's armor, and it's not just a mask or cloth or whatever. Moving on, he does come with extra arms, but not for more poses, just so that he can enter his hard state. He's hardening. That's his quirk's hardening. I don't know. So yeah, he comes with 2 regular arms that are attached to him, but if you take it off from the top of the bicep, he comes with these 2 rock arms, and I love these. I think they look great. I think they do a really good job in expressing his quirk. And the only complaint I have here is that on these arms are attached these hands, which isn't a problem in itself, but these are the only 2 hands that we get that are in the rock hardened form, and I would have liked more options, maybe fists in this rock form as well. My real only complaint here is that it looks really great and I would have liked to see more. Speaking of hands, he does come with those fists that he's packaged with. Then he comes with a open left hand and a thumbs up right hand for when he's letting his classmates know that they're doing their best, and he just loves his class. He's such an upbeat character that he's warmth and he's light in the class, because he's like Deku, except he doesn't have all the problems of Deku. So he's just Deku if he were competent and just a regular student. At the end of the day, he just wants him and his classmates to do their best, and you can't fault him for that. You gotta love him for that. And he comes with the rock hands that we were talking about. He comes with a left karate chop rock hand and a right grabbing hand rock hand. Grabbing hand rock hand. And yeah, these look really great, and I would have loved to see more. Moving on to his accessories, and he comes with the classic Onomatopoeia piece, and it says sklit, which is a disgusting word. Sklit. I don't like that word at all, but I guess it's an onomatopoeia, and so if I say sklit, it kind of sounds like rocks suddenly hardening up. So he's like the Thing if the Thing wasn't an atrocious looking monster. Apart from his onomatopoeia piece, he comes with these, which are stickers, and I don't like these. And they're transparent, and they give the effect that his body is hardening. Specifically, these are supposed to go on his face. I would have rather just to have his angry face to have these printed on already, or just a 4th faceplate with these on. Because once you use them, that's it, you're done. You can't use them again, or you have to leave it on there, and I don't know what effects that'll have on the plastic. And last but certainly not least, he comes with the standard Nendoroid base and support arm, as well as an extra neck peg in case yours breaks. And finally, he comes with a smaller stand for that onomatopoeia piece. And that's it, which is not a lot, and it's a little disappointing. Now sure, he has some things that forgive that. So by having a different front hairpiece that makes his expressions go from student to hero, I really love that. I think the quality is there, so it forgives some of the lack of the accessories, but overall, he doesn't come with much as I thought he should. Doesn't mean I'm not happy, it just means that I think this is not the Kirishima that I fell in love with. This is the Kirishima right before the one I fell in love with, if that makes any sense. So, all in all, if you love My Hero and you love all the classmates and you like Kirishima, you're not going to go wrong with this. But if you don't like My Hero, if you just collect Nendoroids here and there based on how good they look, and how good they are, I wouldn't recommend picking this one up. Now, I'm happy with it because I love my hero and I want to get the whole class, so I'm happy, but this is not as good, I think, as Froppy was, and that's the most recent one I reviewed. So I like it, but I can see how people couldn't. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment, or subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And stay tuned for more content. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.